Hi, I'm Suzanne Mulholland, also known as the Batch Lady, and I'm here in association with Quality Meat Scotland to give you a fab new recipe. I'm going to show you today how to make lamb, ginger and broccoli stir fry. It's zingy, it's tasty, it's gorgeous. I'm going to show you how to make one for the fridge that you can use later on in the week, one for the freezer, and then I'm going to show you how to cook it when you're ready to eat it. It's that simple, okay? Let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to go through my ingredients. We're using olive oil, soy sauce, sweet chili sauce, toasted sesame seed oil. I've got some corn flour here, always forget the name of that, green beans, and some tender stem long broccoli, okay? Then I'm using some chopped garlic and some chopped ginger. These are frozen, okay? So I can just scoop out what I need and put the rest back, or you can use it fresh, whatever you want. And then we have the wonderful lamb, Scotch lamb, okay? This has been bought from my local butchers in Selkirk, Walters Butchers. I have just asked for 600 grams of lamb leg steaks, okay? So this is what they look like here. Beautiful, and we are just going to cut them up ready for this recipe. Now, if you are buying lamb, it's a great midweek meal to have, well worth, eating it once a week. If I'm going to make a lamb dish like this, I'm going to make one for tonight and one for the freezer so I can pull it out at any time, and the one from the freezer looks like this. Okay, it's got all the ingredients in, just ready to get cooking. If you are buying lamb, remember and look for Scotch lamb that has the blue label on it. That's when you know it's guaranteed Scotch lamb and you know exactly where it's come from. Okay, let's get cooking. So, while we've got our lamb here, we're just going to prepare it. Now, if you buy it, you can get it in a big lump like this, okay? You just ask for some lamb legs, 600 grams, or you can have it cut into steaks. I've had mine cut into steaks, and all we want to do now is to just get it into long slithers like you would for a stir fry, okay? So you are just slicing those steaks into these lovely long slithers, okay, all the way down. And this is lovely Scotch lamb that came from the lovely grass hills in Scotland, for all of you know that I live in Scotland, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so my lamb is chopped and we're just moving on to now make the sauce, okay? So I've got a tablespoon here and I'm going to put in, I'm making 2 sauces. One is going in the bag for the freezer and one is going to be used just now, okay? So I need 1 tablespoon of olive oil into each, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Obviously, if you were only making one recipe, you wouldn't need to double it. But I always find if I'm going to make a lamb recipe, it's so simple just to double, and then you've got another one for another week ahead, okay? So 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. We're looking for 1 tablespoon of sweet chili, and I'm using a low fat version, and I've also cut all the fat off the lamb, so it's a great summery dish if you were looking for a low fat option. I'm looking for 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, okay? So 4 tablespoons, in we go. That's 1, 2, which is pretty much this bottle, 3, and we finish the bottle. Perfect. And the other one I've got here, just so it didn't take so long, 4 tablespoons of olive oil. Next, we want to take our chopped garlic, sorry, I've got the garlic here, and I'm looking for my teaspoon, and I'm looking for 2 teaspoons in each of chopped garlic. I love frozen chopped garlic. It means that you can make a really, really fast meal, and you're not having to get it on your fingers, it doesn't smell or anything. You can just seal up what you don't need and put it back in the freezer. And then we've got our frozen chopped ginger, and we are just going to use 3 teaspoons of ginger. 1, so 3 in each. Right, okay, that is your sauce made. You just give it a mix around. Oh, you add your corn flour, sorry. So you're adding your corn flour, so 1 tablespoon in each of the sauces, okay? That's going to thicken it when you come to cook it, and you're just going to give it a mix around to make sure that all that corn flour just mixes into the sauce, okay? Then you're going to take a bag for the one that you're leaving for your freezer, and you're just going to pour your sauce already in. Maybe when you come in from work, you're not having to faff about with lots of different ingredients. You just take it out of your freezer bag, which is already defrosted, and you are good to go. And this other sauce, we're just going to set aside for when we're ready to use it. Okay, so our sausage is all done, and one of the things I forgot to mention to you is you also need half a lamb stock cube. If you don't use lamb, you can just use, if you don't have lamb, you can use chicken instead. But if you're looking for a lamb one, quite often they're in purple, so that's what you want to look for. And you're going to take your half a stock cube and you're going to just melt it through 60 mils of water, okay? That is all you need. Now, let's get our beef going for our stir fry. You want to add some olive oil to a frying pan, okay? Just a tiny amount. It's not lamb, it's not beef, it's lamb. So, you want to get your lamb ready into the olive oil. This olive oil is already quite hot, as you'll see in a minute. And all you want to do is just brown this, okay? So you're just browning it. I've got a very large pan. If you have a smaller pan, you can do it in two separates, okay? So we have got our tender stem broccoli, and we've got some green beans. For your broccoli, what you want to do is just very gently cut it down the middle. They're quite thick, the stems, so you just want them really cut in half. I've cut most of these, so it's just to show you these couple. It's just cut them right down the middle in half, and it's just going to open them up a bit more. The one that is going in for the freezer, you're not going to cook it, you're just going to put it directly in the bottom of the bag, okay? And then the same here, so I've got double the amount of green beans I used. So half of the green beans, so 100 grams. So for each recipe, it's 200 grams of broccoli and 100 grams of green beans. You'll get the recipe over at scotchkitchen.com. So I've just chopped the ends off, then I'm going to chop it in half, and the green beans also go in the bottom of the bag, like so. Okay, and then in this bag for the freezer also goes my lamb that I've already chopped. So I've got everything in there that I need apart from the lamb stock cube, which I will do on the night, okay? And I'm just going to seal that bag up, ready for the freezer. Okay, so our lamb is looking like it's all brown and done, so I'm just going to decant it into this bowl while we cook the vegetables, okay? It smells amazing. I mean, such a nice thing to have on a sort of, you know, lovely summer's evening, straight in from work, really simple to do. So, frying pan back on the heat, and you're just going to add in your veggies, okay? Veggies go in, and they're going to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. Ooh, okay, our broccoli and green beans are looking fantastic, okay? They are ready for the lamb to be added back in. So, oh, it's delicious Scotch lamb. Look at that. Now, once you add it in, you're just going to add in your lamb stock over the top. And I'm going to have to speak loudly because it's now going to sizzle away as a stir fry should. And you are going to add in that sauce that you made earlier with all your delicious flavours. And in it goes over the top. And that is going to give a delicious taste to this dish. It's going to make it gingery and garlic and zingy, and you'll notice I've not added salt and pepper. It's got lots of soy sauce, so I don't feel the need to do that. You're going to leave it about a minute, and the corn flour in that sauce is going to help it really thicken, okay? I mean, this couldn't be simpler. So when you're at the supermarket, or if you go into your local butcher's, look out for that blue stamp that shows that it is Scotch lamb, okay? It is the nicest, juicy, tenderest lamb that you will get. Guys, look at that. Absolutely delicious. I've already made this one for tonight's dinner and one for the freezer in a matter of minutes. Why not give it a go, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.